We're at the pinnacle viewpoint of the Blyde River Canyon, and we're speaking to Opapilani, well known in tourism circles and special attaché for tourism of the KLCBT. Opa, what exactly are we doing here today?
Look, I think it's about time that we show the community the challenges that we are faced with. And we have invited the media so that they can see for themselves the neglect of the tourism sites that have a potential to create hundreds of thousands of jobs for these people of this area. And also, they came out publicly to say there is nothing wrong with their sites. They are maintaining these sites. And today, we are witnessing the state of these sites that they go in public and claim to say they are witnessing. We're not here to fight with MTPA, but we got to have a way of holding the MTPA accountable for the use of public money and for the lost opportunity of improving these sites so that they can create the much needed job, especially in these areas that are neglected. So that is the reason we are here. We want the media, we want the communities to see with their own naked eyes what is it that we are fighting about, we are raising as a challenge and as a lost opportunity. You cannot have tourists coming all the way from provinces and outside the world to come to an MTPA toilet and find it not working. It is absurd. It's terrible. You know, you cannot have that, because all we want is to give the tourist the best experience ever so that the tourist can come back to this country and they can come and spend their money in this country so that we can create the jobs that we need desperately as a country. And the MTPA needs to come on board.
And you're not just talking as the attaché of KLCBT, you're involved in tourism yourself, you're a product owner as well.
I am a product owner, and not only am I speaking, as you correctly say, as a member of KLCBT and a special attaché responsible for tourism development and transformation. We've had a number of tour operators that have threatened not to sell the Panorama because they have bad experiences with their customers because they can't use toilets at least. So that will affect us also as an attraction. And that is not good, because that facility employs 92 people who in their lives have never worked before. And we cannot allow that to be jeopardized by the inefficiencies of MTPA.
And surely private sector, in this case in tourism, like you say, you don't want to fight, but there are opportunities for cooperation here, surely.
We do. We have, as the private sector, had established about 3-4 years ago a tourism forum with them. We said we will have a committee dealing with product development, we will have a committee dealing with marketing, and we will have a committee dealing with safety and security. And it was our way of saying we can sit around the table once a quarter to look at the progress of how we are dealing in terms of marketing the province, in terms of investments in the province, in terms of ensuring that when tourists come into this province are safe. The MTPA killed those committees, and we have been since calling for those committees. They killed them and refusing to come to our meetings. So we are still saying we need to go back to those committees, because it is through those committees that we will be able to cooperate and be able to help each other to develop this province to be one of the best tourism destinations in the world.
And what is the outcome that you're hoping for? More engagement with MTPA?
The outcome that I'm hoping for is that we want to re-establish our forum. And that forum with its committees needs to start doing work. There is no time for bickering. We don't need to be bickering. We've got so much work that needs to be done ahead of us. So I'm hoping that this will then start a proper process where both us and the MTPA will then re-establish our forum, and we will then be able to do what is required to be done to build tourism in this province.
Oupa, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.